They don't know what it's like
What's
to
up,
pray.
big dog? I am a recent revert. When do I get a 6-year-old wife?
Guys still see that.
How does that stuff just randomly pop up while he's? How does this even work? Oh, it automatically jumps in with the super chats because that's a super chat.
Oh my god!
It's funny that he says I'm a recent revert.
It's funny in the middle of the ranting. The super chat is being read out loud.
You know what it's like when you're consistently praying 5 times a day and you have that peace and you have that strength and you have that guidance. You know what Noor is? People see it on my face. Like when I'm consistent in my prayers and I'm doing.
Oh my goodness! Now he's stealing this from Sadiq Abdul Malik. That's that light. Your face is just glowing. He's saying people see it on my face. Noor.
And they keep saying like, oh, you're a Muslim grifter. You're a Muslim grifter. One of my favorite surahs I just memorized, Surah Kafirun. Kuya ayyuhal kafirun, la abudu mutabidun, wala antum abiduna ma abud, wala ana abitum ma abitum, wala antum abiduna ma abud, lakum dinukum waliyadin. This means you.
Wait.
Wala antum abiduna ma abud, lakum dinukum waliyadin.
But he was talking about, this not being, not being an Arab thing and so on. Why is he memorizing stuff in Arabic?
Yeah, why don't you just memorize it in English, SNEAKO?
Why don't you just memorize it in English, man?
This means you worship what you worship. I'm going to worship what I worship. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Here's the translation of Surah.
Yeah, I'm going to worship what I worship. You worship what you worship, man. Come on.
No, I like this. Because the Quran says in Surah 2, verse 23, that if you don't believe this is from God, then produce a chapter like it. So the claim is that every chapter of the Quran is so just absolutely amazing that a human being could not have written it and cannot write something like it. So he's about to give us the translation of this chapter of the Quran. It's very short, but let's listen to the treat. Let's listen to the translation and think, is this so mind-bogglingly powerful that a human being would be incapable of writing this?
Afrun. This is what I say to these people. It's a beautiful surah. One of my favorites.
You have made me a born Muslim who was straying a better Muslim. No grift at all.
Thank you. But that's all they have is just these that's all they have, because this is why I have faced so much betrayal in the red pill space. You guys have seen it over the years if you've been watching my stream. These red pill people either worship money. Look at Tatism. You need to seek wealth in this.
Apostle Paul don't prove that Christianity is false. The hadiths weren't written by Muhammad.
Okay, but there's also debate about this, about hadith, and you follow Quran Sunnah. Quran is the most important. It's written by Allah. I did not just talk about Paul, also just the simple fact that you worship the one true creator. If you don't want to believe the Paul thing, that's fine.
Notice how the question was, why are you a Muslim?
Yeah, dude, just believing in one creator, that would be called monotheism. That is not Islam. Islam is a package deal. Islam says that the only way you can actually follow the one God is by mindlessly obeying everything said or done by an illiterate 7th century Arabian caravan robber who banged a 9-year-old girl. Okay. Don't act like, so if I reject Paul, I'm just a monotheist and therefore Islam. Islam is a package deal.
But Surah Kafirun, and thank you. Yeah, about the red pill, and this goes into Surah Kafirun. The reason that I face so much betrayal is the same reason you see these people see it in the chat.
Wait, what?
Thank you. But Surah Kafirun, and thank you. Yeah,
I love this.
And this goes into Surah Kafirun.
Come on, say it, dude. Say it. Say it, and then say a human being could not write something like this. It's too amazing and powerful.
The reason that I face so much betrayal is the same reason you see these people see it in the chat. That's the only pattern here. This is why people whose careers I've made, you know all of them, people that I've put on by their own.
What is he even talking about at this point?
He's talking about why he's a Muslim. That's the video.
You want to know the reason they turn on me is because they worship others than God. They worship money, fame, themselves, their skin. This is what the red pill promotes. So
Islam gives you an inner peace that nothing else can make you ready to die at any moment.
Exactly.
Islam gives you inner peace that nothing else can make you ready to die at any moment.
Yeah, powerful. Oh, wow. It also makes you barely literate. Makes you semi-literate somehow. Well, I have to say, compared to, Salim here, compared to his prophet, is basically William Shakespeare.
Worship God and God alone. That's why they get so angry.
Therefore, you need to become a submitter to Muhammad's will.
Oh, hey, he's back. He's back to the surah, man.
Now he's getting back, finally.
Dude, when someone's like, hey, you guys should react to SNEAKO's new video on why he became Muslim, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe he's actually going to, he's had longer to think about it now, and he's going to reflect on what it was, and it's like this complete idiotic, nonsensical gibberish.
Say, oh prophet, oh you disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship, nor do you worship what I worship. I will never worship what you worship.
Whoa!
What? What? Hang on, let him
worship what I worship. You have your way, and I have my way.
Whoa!
Guys, you hear that? That's an entire chapter of the Quran. The claim of the Quran is that no one can write something like this.
Whoa!
No one can write something like this. Say, AP, I like sandwiches, but you do not like sandwiches. But I really like sandwiches, but you do not like sandwiches. But I do like sandwiches, but you don't like sandwiches. Okay, you like what you like, and I like what I like. Oh my goodness, this must be from God.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I have to say, that's better than what Allah came up with, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Having that connection to Allah is better than anything.
Dude, he's not actually saying anything at this point. He just keep saying the same stupid thing over and over again.
I was a Muslim myself.
Were you?
At some point, I was extremely devout. And I will tell you that at some point, I felt very, very much at peace. I felt that I was, this is the funny thing. I felt that I was in complete and full obedience. And being in complete obedience to Allah made me happy and brought me peace. Although I was also constantly in anxiety about not being able to properly be obedient to Allah, about missing my prayers, about missing my obligations. I was constantly chasing after trying to obey Allah and His commands properly, lest I be punished brutally. But I was following and I was obeying, and it felt good. I felt really, really good. There was a point when I was so happy, I would go about my day. It felt like I was drunk with happiness, with satisfaction, because I was fulfilling my obligations and doing my prayers all the time. And I would pray, and I would pray that Allah never takes this away from me and always keeps me on this straight path and always keeps me praying and always keeps me obeying. That's all I wanted. It felt good. It felt happy. In that state, I can sympathize with somebody who is in that state. I can sympathize with a Muslim who is in that state and who actually thinks, wow, this is the best thing ever. This is the best thing ever, man. This is beautiful. Nothing can beat this. Nothing else out there in the world can beat this. I felt that way too. But it was also really, really messed up. It was also really, really sick. Because while I was feeling that pleasure, as I just said, I was also constantly in anxiety.
No, I mean, think about this. So far, I mean, you're like 2/3 of the way through this video that he puts on his channel about why he's a Muslim. And it was attack Paul, has nothing to do with Islam being true. And then, hey, I memorized this chapter, which is one of the chapters I quote when I show how stupid the Quran's claim is that no one can write something like it. And other than that, it's yeah, I feel this, I feel that, I feel this, I feel that. Everyone stabs me in the back because of this and that. Have we seen one thing that would give us the slightest indication that Islam is true?
No.
I'm banned everywhere, get banned by the Australian government for being a neo-Nazi terrorist. They'd say everything they can to destroy my credibility.
Well, you are kind of a neo-Nazi terrorist. So.
To destroy me as a person. Being Muslim is the most hated thing you could be in this country, by far. There's nothing that's even close. They use anti-Muslim propaganda to justify war and to prop up this economy based off this Ponzi scheme petrol.
This is a dude. The reason he was, I mean, it was multiple things, but before his Australia trip, he was there with a group of people yelling the Khaybar, Khaybar chant.
Yeah.
That's about massacring Jews, and he's yelling it.
Yeah.
And so they banned him. And oh, look at this. Simply being a Muslim got me banned. Oh my goodness, you imagine that? Calling for exterminating Jews got you banned, SNEAKO. Not Muslim. There are plenty of Muslims in Australia, SNEAKO.
You know what I think?
Take any random Muslim and see if he wants to take a trip to Australia and watch him not get stopped.
What I nowadays think sometimes is if people complain so much about, oh, I am being hated in this, we as a group, we're being hated in this country and we're being mistreated in this country. We are not wanted in this country. I want to use my words very carefully now. But considering that they're completely wrong, and that is not being done at all, I think we should just live up to their fantasies and just, deport them. Send them somewhere else. They clearly don't seem to appreciate the luxury and the comfort and the tolerance that they have, that they receive. Of course, SNEAKO wouldn't be bothered by that, considering that he's a citizen. But the rest, maybe. Or maybe he can be helped, too, with taking away his citizenship and sending him with them all. Why not? They clearly don't appreciate the hospitality, so kick them out.
It hasn't benefited me. It's benefited me in terms...
If I invited people into my home and hosted them and treated them so well and gave them everything, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. However, this is what I would do. If I invited people into my home and hosted them and gave them everything and treated them so well, gave them exactly what I get, treated them like they own the house, but in the end they still kept insulting me and complaining that they're being mistreated by me, and they tried to contest the ownership of it, I would say, pack your bags, leave, and do not ever come back. If you're not out by the end of the day, I will forcibly remove you. That's how I would act. And I would probably do the same if I was in charge of a country. So,
in terms of peace, it's given me guidance. It's given me the straight path. I know what I'm supposed to do. Instead of straying away and worshiping others than God, now I know what makes sense of what I'm supposed to do. I have the clear rule book. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do as a person. And also I get all the benefits in the afterlife. This life is temporary. This life is a test. Everything in this life is a
You get to bang virgins. Bang them virgins. Banging all them virgins in the afterlife. Banging all them beautiful virgins with big breasts. Banging all them virgins with the transparent skin.
They don't have big breasts. They don't have big breasts. They have budding breasts. Budding.
Oh,
so that's budding breasts. They're at Tanner stage 2.
Oh. Zutkuya says make AP the dictator of the UK. I agree with this completely. I think this needs to be done. Yeah, this needs to be done immediately. I will talk to the royal family and I will say, hey, give me control of this country and ownership over this country for 5 years. I will solve all of the problems and I promise I will give it back to you.
Yep. As long as you promise to give power back and not to wipe out anyone who challenges you after 5 years, then you're good. Just
after 5 years, I promise that I will give control of the country back unless extreme circumstances demand otherwise.
Is a test. You know what you're supposed to do. But in terms of dunya, in terms of rewards, power, money, fame, I haven't gained any of that being Muslim. Any. In fact, I just came back from Australia. I did 2 Muslim podcasts, 2 Dawah podcasts. They were afraid to upload them because I got banned by the Australian government. So even in the Muslim world where there'd be clout that people act like I'm grifting, I'm still facing tons of hardship. There's been no
AP, wasn't he getting banned for stuff before he was a Muslim? Like when he would say to a feminist that they need to be raped and stuff, and that's what actually got him kicked off YouTube?
Yeah, he was banned permanently from YouTube because he said that this girl who was criticizing him just needs to be brutally raped.
And so that got him kicked off of YouTube. He's been begging for his YouTube channel back, so now he's under a fake one. That's not officially him, but it's obviously him. But I mean, think about this. It's, oh, look, what has converting to Islam done for me? I keep, doing stuff like talking about massacring Jews and stuff, and it's causing me problems. Whereas before I didn't have these you were getting kicked off social media long before that, dude.
It is actually his channel. He got it back. For some reason, YouTube decided to unban him.
Oh, wait, why is it called SNEAKO then?
No, it is SNEAKO. He also posts on SNEAKO.
Oh, there's a SNEAKO. Oh, okay. No, I didn't even know he got his channel back.
Oh, this here is SNEAKO, but he also has SNEAKO.
That's SNEAKO. Okay.
He also has SNEAKO, which has over 1 million subscribers.
So hang on. So he
wait. After becoming Muslim, he got his YouTube channel back, actually.
So they gave your channel back after you threatened to brutally rape someone.
Yeah.
And were banned for it. Okay, yeah, you poor persecuted guy.
I look at the transcript here. He continues talking about the void, the hole, the gaping hole.
Uh-oh. And the gaping hole on the night of Al-Zut. How does anyone explain that? That's a miracle. How could one guy do that in one night? This is the proof. This is what persuaded me that Islam is true, everyone. That giant gaping hole. That gaping hole that people said no one could fill, but Muhammad filled it. He filled it with 30 men.
He talks about filling up that gaping hole. He talks about being misguided, the straight fast. He talks about the one thing, I make my Dua Lipa. Hey, I'm really horny. I don't know what to do. Wait, what? And then the more you stray away, you are focused on what you should be doing. Dude, there is nothing in here, man.
And you know what a lot of kuffar say? I'm never going to become Muslim.
What does Islam teach about eschatology?
It's very similar to Christian eschatology.
No, it's not.
About the end times, it's very similar. There's some differences. Well, I can get into that later. When I see people say...
for example, it teaches that Jesus will come back as a jihadist ruler and will kill the pigs and fight the Christians.
We know how misguided you are if you're living in the state of Jahiliyyah. These people that are...
It's Jahiliyyah, dude. Why are you trying to speak Arabic?
It was filth. The Arabs at the time were some of the most disgusting pagan things that were like Hindus. They were doing filthy, just disgusting, marrying each other's aunts. There was incest. They were killing each other.
Muhammad married his cousin.
Filth. The Arabs at the time were some of the most disgusting people in the world.
Marrying each other's aunts?
Muhammad married his first cousin.
What is really wrong with marrying each other's aunts when you just marry your cousin?
Each other. It was filth. The Arabs at the time were some of the most disgusting.
The Arabs. He's even saying Arab like an Arab.
Maybe you just don't deserve it. You have perhaps just not earned this, the best in the world. So if you want to stay on that, fine, go ahead. But don't think
maybe you just don't deserve Islam because you're too stupid.
They act like it's something they're going to join rather than it being the best thing. And this actually started with the final prophet. So there are many prophets.
Wait, hang on. This is funny.
Not to get on this whole religion yet. Someone asked about eschatology, but we believe that the end of times actually started with the final prophet. So there are many prophets, hundreds and hundreds. I think there were many prophets that we all know of, like Moses, Abraham, Jesus, but there in total, there are 124,000 prophets sent to all different nations all over the world. Everybody.
Cool. Just quick question, SNEAKO. Can you name any of the 124,000 prophets except for prophets that are part of the typical biblical, Israelite pre or post-Israelite lineage or of the Arab culture? Can you name any of the other prophets?
Yeah, who's the prophet to Japan?
Can you name any other prophets except for prophets of the Israelites and prophets from the Arab environment of the time? Can you name any other prophet, SNEAKO? Any other prophet? Why is it, SNEAKO, that your religion established this whole idea that Allah sent 124,000 prophets to all around the world, but all your prophets are literally directly adopted from the Israelites? Except for one or two Arabs.
I think it's three. It's Hud, Saleh, and Shuaib, as far as the ones that aren't mentioned in the Bible. And then Muhammad, if you want to count Muhammad, that's four.
Well, there is the idea that Shuaib is might correspond to a character in the Bible, right? I think to Jethro or something. I don't know. But yeah, can you give us any explanation to this at all, boy, SNEAKO?
Everybody received the message of Tawheed, but the end time started.
Why is it, SNEAKO, that all the prophets in the world failed Allah's mission apparently? So Allah sent 124,000 prophets to all the nations in the world, but they all failed except for the Israelites, SNEAKO, and then Muhammad, SNEAKO. Is there something very special about the Israelites, SNEAKO? Why is Allah so obsessed with Israelites, SNEAKO? And yes, does that include apostate prophet, SNEAKO? Is that included in the 124,000?
When the religion of Islam from the Quran was specified, Tawheed was always there. Abraham, the prophets, they worshipped one God. Jesus didn't worship himself. Jesus didn't worship the Holy Ghost. He prayed to the Father. Islam always was there, but the way it's spelled out now, from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him,
Jesus said, I and the Father are one, SNEAKO. SNEAKO, the followers of Jesus, the disciples, the apostles that he himself chose, SNEAKO, they believe that he is God, SNEAKO. They also believe that he is the Son of God, SNEAKO. SNEAKO, his immediate apostles and disciples whom he chose and their followers believed in the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, SNEAKO. SNEAKO, the followers of Jesus himself said he is God, SNEAKO. Why do you not trust the people that Jesus himself trusted, SNEAKO? Why are you insulting Jesus, SNEAKO?
That's when the end times really started, because he's the final prophet. After Muhammad, there's the
final prophet.
There's no more prophets. He was the prophet sent for all of mankind. There were 124,000 prophets sent to all the nations in the world. Everybody got this message. So it's really your fault if you don't end up admitting what the truth.
If you're not as smart as me and become a Muslim, if you're not as smart as I am, then it's just your fault because you're too stupid. You have to be as smart as me. I'm SNEAKO. I'm a Muslim.
Truth is, and finding it and staying in falsehood, because everybody hears the message at some point. That's when eschatology in the end times really started, when the final prophet was sent.
It's the final prophet.
And we know that God and there would be a war between the worlds, and Jesus will return.
Jesus will return and he will destroy the
living in
Christians.
Jesus the Messiah. We know about the Mahdi and the destruction of the world. Many people will die, and then the Christians and Muslims will unite. Like that is part of our eschatology, is that the Christians and Muslims
no. That Christians will be forced to convert or be wiped out. I just sent you an X link in the chat.
You're an Islamophobe and you're lying. You see. What did you send me?
I just sent you in the private chat a link. This was interesting.
I don't do private chat. Where is it? I don't see anything here, man. What did you send me?
It's in studio chat, man. There's a link that says private chat.
You sent me a link to Twitter chat.
What?
That's what you sent me. You sent me a link to your Twitter chat.
What the heck? The link won't work?
No.
Hang on. I'll send it to your phone.
It goes to Twitter private messages, the link that you sent me. Because you probably sent me a link from your private messages.
No, it's public, but it's trying to make me log in on this one, and I refuse to do it because they annoy me.
A different enemy, and that we need to work together, and the followers of Jesus are going to unite.
There, I sent it to your phone. Every time I try to log in here, it tells me I have to do something with my phone when I don't even have this on my phone, so I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do.
I don't have a phone. Dude, that's what I'm telling you. The link that you sent me says chat in the link. You literally sent me a link to a chat.
What?
You sent me a link to a chat.
Dude, you're annoying me. Oh, okay, yeah, someone did send me that. Okay, hang on. Oh, never mind. Hey, no. This is a screenshot of everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, how do I even go to this?
Are we back? Hello? Are we here?
What a stupid clip. Who clipped this, man?
We're back.
Versus Jimmy Swaggart. Epic debate.
Oh, thank you. I'll check it out. Put it in the Discord. stream just got attacked. And then here we go. Autistic Clip says, you've been bashing Christians all stream. Is this the real Autistic Clip? Are you serious, bro? I was a little bit point out the never.
So anyway, long story short, we haven't heard a single reason why SNEAKO actually became a Muslim. But the video is titled "Why I Became Muslim."
And
In
so
summary,
apparently the answer is just a bunch of gibberish nonsense.
So, SNEAKO, why did you become a Muslim? Well, what about the Apostle Paul? Well, Apostle Paul and the sign of the cross?
What about my face glowing?
My face is glowing because I don't worship the Apostle Paul and don't do the sign of the cross. Oh, I have filled my gaping hole.
Hey, now I sent you the link, man.
where in the chat?
In the private chat.
Let's see.
Look at that.
SNEAKO's top clipper recently posted his account analytics, and it confirms the majority of his audience are brown third worlders.
Yeah, look, that's what I mean. Look where his views come from. It's Pakistan.
Sheesh. Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, and Saudi Arabia. Indians, calm down. This is not an insult against you, only against your country. This is funny. This is SNEAKO's audience, guys. This is SNEAKO's audience. This is people who watch SNEAKO's clips. This is who watches SNEAKO's clips.
No, by the way, that's interesting, right? Because he's saying, what have I gotten out of Islam? What if I get, well, vast majority of your audience is a bunch of Muslims in other countries watching you.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, or very, very predictable. Let's see. Cause Meranaut says, have you guys seen Rob Pinion on YouTube? He does funny videos on Islam. Yes, I have seen it. He keeps popping up with his short videos. I haven't checked many of them out. They're very, very inappropriate.
Yeah, his video is pretty darn inappropriate.
Yes, and I don't want to watch inappropriate things. AP the Revenant says, hey, why are you stealing my name? If Islam was for all mankind, it would have been translated for the whole world as soon as it came forward, and it wasn't. Oh wait, the Bible was. Christianity is for all mankind, SNEAKO, not Islam. That is indeed true. Rocky Gonzalez, you should scold SNEAKO like you did Ali Dawah. You should, David. You should do that. Why are you scolding Ali Dawah but not SNEAKO? Bob Nuggets says, didn't he become a Muslim for two reasons? His lifelong crush Tate became Muslim. And two, he said he liked cuties and only Muslims would accept him. That's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, he did like cuties. All right, David, anything else? Are we going live tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was supposed to answer that question for you. Anyway, we'll be live the next few days again, and we'll become more and more active. I just moved. I am now like 10 minutes from David or something. So we'll be working together, inshallah, more and more and more and
it's
more. It's enchilada. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Anything else? Anything else, David?
No.
So why did SNEAKO become a Muslim?
Said it all.
Why did SNEAKO become a Muslim? Because the Apostle Paul wrote most of the Bible, and he does have a feeling when he gets on his knees, when his face glows up.
And hey, wouldn't it have been funny if like here, after he's been a Muslim now for a couple of years, he would have been like, and plus, the book of the Council of Nicaea was removed from the Bible. I still can't get over that. That would have been like legend that'd have been instant legend status, man, if he just said that.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We shall be back soon, inshallah. Until then, as always, have a fantastic day, and God bless you all.